Hello. Sorry, I'm a little late. Trying to get my mustache right. You ever have those days where your mustache is just not right? Yeah, it happens. Hey, everybody, welcome to another Monday Motivation Talk. Today is very interesting. We're going to talk about the trust triangle. Why is this important? Why is trust important? Well, I don't know. Kind of one of the big Y4C2Ts with Keller Williams. We'd like to be trustworthy salespeople, wouldn't we? Don't we want to be trusting and trustworthy? So I think we're going to talk about trust. I'm excited about it because there's some things about it that I didn't really understand, but I do now. So that's going to be good to talk about. And I think it's got a lot to do with. I've had questions coming up, like what makes a successful agent? Well, what do they teach us in Sales 101? Everybody, you ready? Sales 101. People want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. So why don't we dive into what does this whole trust thing mean? You guys ready? You gonna do it? Oh, I didn't even talk to you yet about I'm kind of casual today. Today is a travel day. I get to go to Austin, Texas, to the homeland, the mothership of Keller Williams International. And I've got training I'm going to be doing there for the next week, which I'm excited. I'm excited to go. I absolutely love training. So I'm a little casual today. My flight leaves in a little bit. But it's okay. I've got time for us to talk about trust. You trust me? You ready? All right. Let's do it. Where's my clip? I need somebody to run this for me. You know what I mean? Now, there it is. Just kidding. I got it. You know, I really don't need somebody to run it for me. I just need to like throw some of this other stuff out and just keep it clean and simple. All right. So I want to dive into the trust triangle. Have you guys, let's think about this. I think it's easy to look at it in terms of real estate. Have you ever had a deal that fell apart? Yes. I think most of us have probably had a deal that fell apart. I remember one, I won't use names in case they're listening, and everything was going good. Everything was fantastic. We're about to close, and then some issues came up. The seller had a business loan that he did not know it was tied to the house. Okay, he should have known. They should have been taken care of sooner, but for whatever reason, it wasn't. The buyer who I was working with was the husband. Okay, so we have everything under contract and ready to close, and then this comes up, and now the wife is involved. The wife does not know me. She does not trust me. She does not know anything about me. So all of a sudden, this whole thing, me and this guy, I mean, we had a little bromance moment watching the sunset from a balcony at a listing. I mean, we liked each other. But all of a sudden now, the wife thinks me and the seller agents are all in cahoots, trying to ruin their lives because they didn't know about this loan. They're not going to close on time. So this is going to cost them tens of thousands of dollars because of the 7-day delay, and everybody's out to get them. So the whole trust fell apart because I did not build that trust and rapport with the second part of this person in this transaction. So when something went bad, they immediately blamed me. They immediately blamed me. It was easier that way. So let's look at this. And this is very important when we're looking at trust, because trust is all three of these things together. So let's just look at it. Logic. I know you can do it. Your reasoning and judgment are sound. So where does that come up in our logic? All right. So let's look at it this way. Our logic will be our plan to solve a problem. So if we're listing a house, our logic is going to be our 25-step listing plan to make sure you get the most amount of money and sell it in the least amount of time, right? And then we can go over that. That, and if that seems logical to the client, okay, we've got that piece covered, right? So if we just came in and we just told them, hey, yeah, I got a great idea. I got a great idea. I saw this on TV. Let's just list your house for $10. Don't worry, price is going to go up. It's going to work out. Does that sound logical? No, not really. So immediately, if we don't have a logical plan for this consumer to achieve their goal, we're never going to get trust. So that would be step one, right? It's step 1B, and that is maybe we've got a logical plan, but we're not communicating it well. Maybe we're telling stories and we're very salesmanish, or maybe we ourselves aren't comfortable in our sales process. Maybe we don't have confidence that we can actually do what we're going to say we're going to do. Is that going to cause a problem in the trust plan? Yes or yes? Yes. Part 2, authenticity. Experience the real you. This is interesting to me because I can't just come out and tell dirty jokes and do everything else. That's not what that means. It doesn't mean to be the 100% you. I mean, we can be authentic, but we don't have to be, we're not the same person around different people we hang out with. When I used to teach at church, I would tell my kids, ask my kids, because they'd always get into this. Oh, we got to act different when we're at church. I just want to be me. I was like, do you act different around your grandmother? I was like, well, yeah. I was like, why? Well, because I have respect for her. Are you a different person? I was like, well, no, I'm still me. But we're choosing to keep certain things in from ourselves. We're sitting there talking about grandma. We're not going to talk about going out with the guys getting drunk last night. Maybe some of your grandmas, but my grandma, probably not so much. I'd probably get a toy upside the head or something, right? That's a tell. It's just the little Chicano came out there. But we're going to tailor it a little bit. But that's still being authentic. We're still being ourselves. Where I think we become, I don't know if unauthentic's a word, but if we're trying to be something different. If we're not funny, don't just come in and start trying to tell jokes. We need to be who we are. I like kids. I'm always going to talk about kids a little bit. Am I going to dump that on people? No. But that's who I am. That is part of my identity. Does that make sense? Okay, let's move on to the next piece. Empathy. I believe you care about me and my success. I love this because we talked about this before. Where did this come up before? Do you guys remember? This was in The Go-Giver, right? And even like Zig Ziglar and other salespeople say this. When we put other people's interests before our own is when we're going to become successful. So it says it right here, just to get people to trust us. They need to know and believe. Not even know and believe. I think we need to believe it as well, that we aren't in it just for the commission. We're not in it just to make the money. We truly care. I want to help solve your problem. I want to get you out of this house. I want to help you get out of this 2-story house where you've got bad knees and going up and down the stairs kills you. I don't want you to fall down and break a hip. I care. So when our interests are aligned, when we're looking at the best interest for the client, do we achieve this trust? And it's all three. It's all three. So what is awesome about this is we can evaluate like deals that fell apart. We had another things fall apart. And and I could see where it started falling apart. They started right here. They started with the logic part. They started blaming one of my salespeople. Oh, well, you didn't tell me this. Oh, you're new, right? You didn't know. And then it went to authenticity. I saw this whole thing unfold before me. Then she came out and she's telling me that, well, I think that sales agent was a liar. They lied. They weren't being, she didn't say the word authentic, but she did use the word liar. And then it went to the empathy. It did. I can see the whole cycle. I don't believe your agent had my family's best interest. I think he was just trying to put it together to make money. I heard all these things and I saw it. And it started when the deal started falling apart, and then they went this way. They started blaming with the logic, right? And then we didn't get the logic piece under control. We didn't show them what was really going on and get them to understand it. So it went to the next pieces. It attacked the moral character of my agent. And then it went to the other piece where we didn't have their interests. And I see this when we have listings that don't sell. What do they question first? They question the system. They question the logic, don't they? Oh, well, you're not marketing my house well enough. You're not doing this or that. And I know for a fact, if I don't get that under control, when they start saying things like that, it's going to come up here to the authenticity and the empathy, and then this whole trust triangle shot. They're not going to talk to me anymore, and it's going to fall apart. And the truth is, it's because they didn't price the house properly. Or is it because I allowed them not to price the house properly? Something to think about. But if we're having trouble with our business, right, or we have deals that are starting to get a little rocky, pull this up and let's see, where are we starting to have a breakdown? Are we having a breakdown in the authenticity? Do they not believe that I have their best interests at heart? Do they not understand our plan? And is it the right plan? Maybe we need to tweak it a little bit. We've done that before. All right, this isn't working. Let's change something. But it's important that we identify where we're having our breakdown and correct it as quickly as possible. If not, we're going to lose trust. And that's not a good place to be. Okay. Thank you. You guys leave me your comments on this. I hope this was helpful. And I hope that I can earn your trust. I'm likable. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great week. I'll be in Austin. It's going to be 82 degrees. Does anybody feel sorry for me? 82? No? I didn't think so. Bye, guys.